Too sketchy.
Hey, what is going on YouTube? Too sketchy coming at you. We did an Eldar mirror. We did do an Eldar mirror. Now, I think it's required to do a mirror for the orcs. And that's what we're going to have here. As you can tell by the screen, we do have Papeo 3-0-Po. That's not going to happen. This is not going to get... No. His name is Pops. Or 3CPO. I'm going to go with Pops. And he is versing Shutdown, who is the other orc. Let's pause this game real quick before it starts up. And go through the elites and doctrines as we have here. Storm Boys, Score Guts, and Buta the Marker. For Pops, sitting on, ooh, I just realized this. He does have Come On, Healing Scrap, and Stuck In. Going heavy Knobs build here. Knobs versus some orcs. I wonder how the other orc is going to be able to counter this. Let's check out the other side of the map. We do have Shutdown with the other orcs. Storm Boys, Buta the Marker. However, not Gore Guts as Pops has here. Switching back, we do have Big Mac Wazmaka. So I'm curious who's going to be able to build harder, stronger, and keep the other green skin away and lead them into victory. Pretty much Gorgut's command. Keep trucking. Tons of bombs and healing scrap. Let's undo the fog of war, shall we? And press and resume. Checking out the build order that these two people have brought to the table for us today. 10 seconds into the match, we do have Gretchen, boy for Shutdown. On the other side of the map, we have the exact same build. However, one more boy. Just to make sure, you know what? I'll take that one more boy. Switching back and forth between the players, seeing the build order. Indeed, one more boy it is for Pops, as Pops is leading his first Gretchen. Seems to be to the middle section of the map. And exactly the same thing. We'll see a lot of mirrored matchups, mirrored builds, and you know what? To be able to win in a mirror matchup, one thing has to tilt your way. Just enough. We do have a sketchy cap going on here mid with a Watt Tower. And a sketchy cap going down mid with a Watt Tower cap on bottom side. And mirrored map, cap on top side. So like I said, one thing, if there's one thing the opponent does wrong, that's in your favor. In a mirror matchup, just one thing has to go right and or wrong depending on what side you are. And that will completely turn in your favor. Usually that's how mirror matchups work. Let's see what they do here. And it's all going to depend on who's going to be more aggressive and who can take the lead earlier than the other player. We do have a set of knobs, not knobs, I guess you can say mini knobs, capping the enemy points resource node and Watt Tower. Alright, so we do have a Watt Tower versus a boys hub up here. First engagement is going to be set of boys, and they are going to retreat. And that's pretty much the first engagement. However, the boys had coming out first for Shutdown pretty much says that, you know what, I can build shooters first, and they're going to be able to deal a significant amount of damage a lot sooner than these loot us. The building is still going up. Looking at Shutdown's boys right now, beating down Pop's boys, and he did shout preemptively, so these guys are completely caught out. However, his units, the unit models did split up, so this one is going to be able to make it out just fine. Barely making it out. And the Watt Tower did get procced down here for Pops. Pops just finished his dock on, so now he's building his looter. However, looking at Shutdown, Shutdown was able to build his boy hut first, and looters actually don't take as long. I mean, shooters don't take as long to be able to build. Their build time is a bit faster. Here goes the Wah. He did loot his shooter squad, and I wonder if he's going to be able to get his loot out in time before this attack. However, he's not going to go for the camp. He's going to go for the shield generator and poke on this instead. While this is happening, we do have a fight of builders up north. Going back to the shield generator, though. Pops trying to see where his enemy is. Now finally figuring out he is poking at my shield generator. Let me get my orcs over there just in time. Hopefully he's going to be able to defend this. It is taking a lot of damage. We are already 75% health on the shield generator. And another set of boys. So we have two shooters right now and two boys lurking at this. Three boys launching themselves towards the shooter boys to be able to put them in melee mode, so no damage is going to come out of them. However, yeah, they are microed out, and here come the looters. Looters are setting up and not setting up. He's got to get these not in attack click formations. He's got to put them like out here and then start attacking, because they're going to keep, yep, exactly. They're going to keep reinstating and their attack, and they're just going to make it out. Nope, one boy went down. The other one is being focused here. However, this looter is setting up. This looter might get a lot of damage out. However, he's rushing in there with his boys. and the line of fire is not enough. They are not scraps, or they're not slowed. These boys were able to get in there and put that melee mode with the support of shooter boys right behind them. And these boys are going to be able to retreat. I think this one might take a dive here. He's focusing the Luda. He needs to switch his focus to be able to get the squad. The squad is barely alive here. Ludas are going to be able to set up. They are DPSing down. However, quickly focuses again on the Luda so he doesn't put out the damage. That boy unit still has a little bit amount of help. However, Pops does call in his Storm Boys, and Storm Boys are jumping on the shooters. And this boy is in a lot of danger now, finally being able to retreat and keep his looter alive. There goes that boy squad. Looks like shooters were annihilated by a Suicide Squad and Obama by Storm Boys and chasing away the last boy of Shutdown. Shutdown's gonna be able to make it out with that unit just fine. Seeing what he has, this is the last boy that he had, and he did have another one built, another shooter squad built near his boy's hut. Storm Boys were able to be called in, however they're not able to help out, as Pops was able to utilize his Storm Boys a bit more aggressively because he did have a point to be able to summon them. We do have another Watt Tower going off, and we have a ton of looters right now. I do hear Suicide Bomber going off, and it looks like Shutdown found Storm Boys, and he's going to be able to jump out of here now. I don't know if he knows what the hell is happening. These guys might take a dive. He's got a Q out. Just no! He barely micros them out, just now realizing what is going on, and it even seems like his units are a bit focused on the wrong thing. He did send them around. Yeah, I think he was more focused on his line units than Storm Boys itself. Whoo! This Grut was able to utilize a sneaky Grut ability. Seems like he was found out taking that amount of damage. And get out just fine, though. This Daka Hut for a Shutdown. Oh, he did build one. Okay. He did build one looter. But looking on the other side of the map, we have 3 looters out of Pops. And you know what? I just realized that Shutdown was able to bring down his Grut down here to be able to decap this elite point generator. And looking on the other side of the map, his elite point generator is up. So you know what? This is the huge difference already in this mirror matchup. Oh, these Gruts are going to be revealed any second now. He does find out that the majority of Shutdown's army is moving down south towards the shield generator. Is he going to be able to move his units there just in time? The Grut is revealed, walking amongst the enemy, and it's barely going to be able to make it out. Looks like this Luda noticed him. He's gonna bring him down here to be able to poke at this Suicide Bomber. Does come out and is about half health, if not more. This Luda seems to be a bit confused. He saw something, but he's not too sure what it is. He's kind of stuck up there. He's gonna take damage at the shield generator, and just now moving down for Pops is the rest of his army. 3 Ludas and 2 boys running away with this Grut. This Grut is a hero right now, running away from the wave of greenskins. However, giving out a lot of information, turning around, shooting his Magnum. However, he's just gonna get ran over here. As he did die, though, he did give away a lot of information. And Pops is moving in hot and heavy. These guys are gonna get stunned up. Another was stunned, layering stuns. However, Suicide Bomber out of the Storm Boys for Shutdown, queuing in too, and knocking back a lot of the boys here that were initially targeting the army of Shutdown. These looter squads need to be able to set up just a bit better, like this, just consistently dealing out damage with the support of shooters in the rear, and utilizing stick bombs to fend everybody off. These, oh no, I don't know about this. Now they're in melee mode. He should have microed them out a bit better. Stick bombs does come out, however misses. There's just a bit of health left on this one looter squad. He's got to focus this one. I don't think he is. Y does come out. I think this is more of a defensive Y. And he's gonna miss Suicide Bomb. I just noticed that he has a little bit of health left on his looter squad, as well as a little bit of health left here. Both looters barely make it out of this fight alive, so they're not gonna lose their looters. Woo! We do have 3 Watt Towers for Shutdown and 2 Watt Towers. However, just as I say that, though, we do have a boy scout coming out for Pops. Pops needs to get his 3rd Watt Tower up. Now Storm Boys are back to be able to get his Knobs build going, because he did get a bunch of Knobs Doctrines. For Shutdown, though, he has 3. He can go Knobs now, but he just doesn't have the resources. I think he was more focused on getting his, getting this up too, and in the listening post, he utilized a lot of his economy to be able to get that up. Looking at Pops' side, he did do the same thing here, but did not invest in an elite generator just as of yet. There's a first bus, and I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that's Shutdown too. Shutdown's getting his bus. I'm really waiting for that knob to come out anytime now. We are waiting for 200 power here Finally realizing that Pops does not have his elite point generator. Trying to get a grunt over there, however, shutting it down, and not letting him cap it. So this is going to take some time. He has to somebody over here because this will take forever. He's not going to be able to get any elite points. We do have another Gretchen here out of shutdown. Really well utilizing his gruts all over the map, honestly. Look at this one too. And another one here. Really, really well done. There's one actually for Pops as well. So both of them are utilizing their gruts perfectly to be able to give out all the information. Here comes the Storm Boys. The Storm Boys are just going to clean up these guys. And it's going to be just fine now. Wait. Okay, that is Pop Storm Boys. For a second there, I thought that was shutdown. So I was like, oh man, but no. So Pops is able to get his elite point generator going, but there's a huge difference right now. Him being able to get that a bit earlier. The WAD did go off for shutdown. Shutdown is looking to go hit up this again. It is a minor health, and these builders are gonna go at it at that stealth cover, and WAD does come out. I don't know if I just heard tons of bombs go off at the Gretchen. Nobody's here. You need a grunt in here to be able to buy some time for this engagement here. The WAD does come off, and I still don't see a knobs coming out of Pops. Pops not having knobs yet. However, he does have the Storm Boys inside of this bus. Is he going to be able to defend this before it takes a dive here? Here comes Storm Boys out of the bus, right on top of the shooters. And then Suicide Bomber out of the bus for shutdown. And followed up, they're changing positions. Storm Boys for Pops on this side. Storm Boys for shutdown on this side. Throwing around suicidal orcs everywhere. And these looters are absolutely tied up for shutdown's boy and Storm Boys. However, only Pops and Storm Boys were sent into the enemy, and he's gonna be able to reinforce his Shooter Boy squad back here because he did get the reinforcement ability on his, as you can see by the icon here, on his polygons. It was research. He put Shooter Boys, it's not Shooter Boys, but dang it, Storm Boys back in his bus, so they're gonna be able to be safe. Storm Boys still engaging up there for Pops, but Wazmaka is on the field here for shutdown, and we still have Storm Boys in his bus just fine. These Storm Boys are going to take a dive here, and Wazmaka is utilizing scrap orbit or orbital scrap to call them down from the gods, keeping these looters away. There's 3 of them, and finally I did hear the announcer just say nubs are on the way, putting them right in the bus, and this might be a huge turning point. The shield generator did finally get gotten. The Storm Boys from the bus seemed like they were launched out, and Wazmaka was just the finishing touch on top of that. So no defense out of Pops. Pops was on his back foot there after that fight. He took a lot of initial damage. He had a lot of grouped looters in here, and Storm Boys were able to come out. Even the Suicide Bomber out of the truck itself was able to deal a lot of damage early on. So let's go over the shield generator actually, because that might be the turning point here. Shutdown currently has 2, and his timer is going down a lot faster, and I'll show you why. Right now he has 60 seconds, and Pops has more than 100 seconds to be able to get his next one. Seems like he just summoned in Gore Guts, so he's back to 0 elite points because he summoned that in. Now, I want to show you the difference between what an elite generator does on one side versus the other side. Hopefully I'll be able to show that off if I time myself just right. Let's wait in 90 seconds and see how much time that does take off. It is a pretty decent amount here. 30 seconds for shutdown. Shutdown seems to be reinforcing, and he did get a knobs for himself. However, the WA did come out for Pops, and Pops is not slowing down at all. He does have 2 knobs in here, Gore Guts, and a bunch of looters. I'm talking about a bunch of looters, and even more looters. Nubs are here again for Pops. They're back at base. It seems like they're going to be joining the fray anytime now. However, look at all these units. He's got to spread these out. He can't have them grouped up like this again because these Storm Boys are going to be able to counter that. However, he is taking a sweet time though, and this shield generator might go down here. He's finally spreading out his looters, realizing that, you know what, he's going to come in any second. Now here does come Storm Boys getting on top of the shield generator. We're able to block the shield of the shield generator. These Suicide Bombers and those Storm Boys are taking a large amount of damage. Here comes the first knobs right on top of the truck, the second knobs right on top of the tank busters actually, and Wazmaka is trying to help out, and Gorgas follows up with the Q, keeping them at bay back here. The bus is trying to save his knobs, but his knobs do launch on top of Wazmaka to be able to help him out with the whole Gore Guts and Knobs ability, and Ludus are just DPSing down whatever they can from the rear line here. And this is pretty much gone. If he just turns on his foot for a couple seconds, however, he's more focused about helping out his Orkan army here. Wazmaka is inside the spinning claw. He's gonna take a dive here. There's a lot of damage. You gotta micro him out of there. And Gorgut's W and W right on top of that. Explosive armor does come out. One Nob is still trying to defend for shutdown, but Gorgut's with so much health. Shutdown's Nobs is trying to just delay the damage out of the looters here, and finally pops his Nobs Q's in to be able to get them off that. He's got to micro these looters all that better, man. This is just a mob, and I don't think he's microing them well at all. And this shield is still up. Not shield, but the shield generator. Shutdown still barely holding on with his two Nobs here. And the fact that Pops' Nobs is still alive tells me that his doctrines are doing a hell of a job here. Look at this, a full health Nob coming right in for Pops. Finally turning on the shield generator. And he's got to, what is he doing? He's got to hit this. Stormboys do come in for Pops too. Oh, this is looking really bad now. This is looking really, really bad. We just have a Nobs shoot off here and just loot us. Wah does go off. However, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Stormboys for Pops now. On top of all of this, there's so much tankiness. And the support with all these looters is just devastating. Oh my god. So Shutdown now sitting on 4 elite points. The next elite is going to be Beauty the Morkanot. To be able to unlock it with 9 elite points. And Pops is just walking right into this, not really giving a damn. He's not even microing them properly. He's just grouping them. One big AoE on these looters would be it. He's just, Pops just feels free to be able to walk in here. He doesn't even care about the Watt Tower. Spinning Claw, these 2 buses go to hell. Just completely obliterating them. And he's trying to reinforce his tank buses. I don't think this is good at all. There's still a set of Nobs back here harassing them, microing them out, man. The W on top of it all. And there's more Nobs ignoring everything the Shutdown has built. Oh my god. Now, sitting on 5 elite points though. And 2 for Pops. Pops though, huge advantage. And he needs to get this damn shield generator though. Sure, he got everything, but it's still 1 shield generator to 1 shield generator. Finally going with the pile of guns here. And I think Shutdown wants to build a Daka hut here. He did summon in Stormboys. I don't know if this is a good idea. He still has a superior army here. And if he were to come down and just harass this again, I mean, that would be just devastating. He can loot all the scrap here, get all the passive abilities and upgrades and healing scrap and all that stuff. Whew, they are pretty low though. You gotta build a bit and get your Nobs, not Nobs, but get your builder unit up here and build at least like a building or something to be able to reinforce, or just walk back and reinforce. So you got a lot of low units here. He's got to be careful when he is getting healed up, but he scraps laying about. I really hope. Oh no, I really hope he's gonna go up here, right? Okay, good. He's got to get the shield generator. And Shutdown now in recovery phase has to absolutely lick his wound. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I just saw the map and I saw a bunch of red dots moving down. No. My god. Shutdown might get shut down here. On top of him losing absolutely everything mid, now he's most likely gonna be able to, not gonna be able, just gonna lose everything down here as well. Try to recover Nobs, 3 of them. With the, ooh, nice dodge there. Gorguts' Q does not hit. However, the Nobs are going to be able to taunt. Oh, wait, what the hell? What was that? I mean, he did absolutely get melted there, but the first Q on the Nobs kind of got ignored, and he kept walking, and then the next Q, that was strange. Really strange. However, losing another resource point and another building that he just built. Checking out what he's doing. This is the only thing he has left here. He's building 3 killer cans. I said it right that time. A helicopter? So he's getting a death copter, most likely to be able to harass points, and setting up a Watt Tower right next to the turret. So in a defensive formation here, Oh man, this is a lot of units, dude. And so many low units. However, just the Knobs presence is keeping them all alive. And Gorguts, he even has Storm Boys now. He's going to be able to harass us. Let's check out what's going on here with these elite point generators. So this is Pops, right? Pops is sitting on 3, about to get 4. Let's check out how many seconds does it take for him to get the next one. Just compare this for a second. No, never mind. He did build. So it's 82. He did build the... Dang it! I was trying to show it off, but the elite point generator is there. So with the elite point generator, it looked like it was 82 seconds, right? So without the elite point generator, it's going to take a lot more. So all this time, until now, until 19 minutes, nearly 20 minutes, he was able to hold on to this and get elite points a lot faster. So it's 82 seconds with an elite point generator. That's how long it takes you for you to get the next one. Without an elite point generator, it's about 120 seconds. Almost half. Not really. It's 25% faster than if you were not to have one. So we do hear another wah going off. A mech shop coming out of Pops. Sorry I wasn't able to showcase the timer of that just right. We do have this shield generator still up, and he's finally gonna get it! Woo! At 20 minutes. And on top of that, we do have escalation phase number 3, so a bunch of resources here for Pops. 900, 200 power, and 5 elite points. Looks like I'm hearing Wazmaka get orbiting down a bunch of scrap in a line here. This is the boundary line. Nice 2 watt towers coming out in a very defensive point. He knows that, you know what, Pops is going to come in here and shut down, building up a nice defensive. He's got to put these watt towers up over the scrap for Wazmaka. Not over the scrap, sorry, the orbital turret out of the scrap. So there's a lot of damage coming out. It's no good. These blobs are going to take so much damage if he's not careful. Oh, look at all these knobs, though. Killicons are just in the rear here, firing down slowly, one by one. Does he have long... He doesn't have long-range rockets, but he does have them scrapped, and these knobs are explosive. Armor does come out, and then rocks right on top of it. And these... Look at these looters. There's so many. It's absolutely grouped up. They're going to take so much damage from this. This is actually... This is not shutdowns. That rocks actually belongs to Pops. And he's kind of using it against him, getting it out the way and away from his base here, walking back and forth, and he's not going to sacrifice Wazmaka. Wazmaka is just merely going to get blown away here for just a little bit and be completely fine. This entire time, though, this Deathcopter has been floating around. He denied the elite point generator, and now getting every resource that's down here as well towards the south. Do have a Luda here for shutdown. There's a random Luda. Requisition generator getting hit, which is the bottom one still. Now we have a Death Dread as well coming out of Pops. Pops seems to be leading here by a superior amount. But after that engagement, bad micro. Like, that was, just have them grouped up like that was not good at all. You gotta spread them out, especially when you're attacking the turret, man, because you're gonna take a lot of AoE damage, especially from just the line of the laser. So this is actually in favor. I mean, looking at the units now, we seem to be having the exact same amount, but shutdown still in recovery phase back here. He doesn't feel confident enough to be able to step up. Deathcopter continuously harassing these points. I wish he had them looted, so he does have the Buzzsaw Blitz ability to be able to come in here and deal a lot of damage over time. So we do have Pops and okay, there it is. There it is. I just heard it. I heard it too from the distance. Let me sit down here because, whoo! Shutdown. Let me fix my mic. This is gonna get crazy. Shutdown has been able to hold off long enough this entire time and wait for Beauty the Morkanut with the hot rod skin. There's a little orc up here just chilling with the spark plug. So Wazmaka in front, Storm Boys in front as well. Deathcopter's like going in and out to be able to harass points, but he was able to hold off long enough to be able to call her in, or him. I like calling her, but it's a dude. It's a thing with a bunch of orcs inside. But the fact that he was able to hold off this long, this attack here was in favor of Pops, but he does again. His positioning was absolutely atrocious, and here comes the attack out of Shutdown. Shutdown is moving up with his leading elites And I don't think Pops even knows what's going on. Okay, he does find... Let me do the Fog of War real quick. Does Pops see this? Pops has absolutely no idea. Until now. Tank Busters are engaging on this and then immediately turning on them. And goodbye, Tank Busters. And now, seeing that Buta the Morkana is here, I wonder what he's going to be able to do about it. I'm doing the Fog of War now. This Wa is most likely going to take a dive out here. Just a 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, Wa Tower. Where is Pops at? There he is. The majority of his units, he was still actually recovering. He does have 3 dreads and a big track and a bunch of Ludas. He is summoning Storm Boys. Gorguts in about 15 seconds or so. However, Shutdown is wiping out his base, and I don't know if... Oh, buddy. Death Dreads are coming in. He's got to be careful because Beauty the Morkana is no joke right here. Beauty does realize everyone's here. Beauty does turn around. Gorguts is able to get summoned. However, the shield comes up out of Beauty the Morkana. Big Dread comes in, and these Ludas are going to be able to set up and DPS them down. However, look at the bubble. Look at the bubble. And where did the Ludas go? The Ludas are absolutely wiped. Beauty the Morkana with the bubble death. Oh my god, what happened there? We do have Shutdown in the red HP bars and Pops in the blue, and you see blue is just dying left and right here. Storm Boars are gone. Only one alive now is Gorguts. That was quick. That was so quick. Rocket Fist coming out and completely wiping the polygons. And now it's just cleanup time. That was crazy. He has enough resources though to recover. He still has 6 elite points as well. Wasmaka utilizing the which one is this? The tractor pull actually. And Gorguts is slowed down. I don't think Gorguts is gonna be able to make it out of here. Gorguts does take a dive here. Oh man, no elites are left. We do hear a Wa going off. One tank buster. One tank buster for Pops. Pops is utilizing it pretty well here. This you might lose both units here, not only to the Wa Tower, but also to the Tank Buster. Goodbye, Kilikon. And one more rocket out of... there it is. Pops does wipe the helicopter and the Kilikon out of Shutdown with one Tank Buster. I mean, you know, there's some victory there. However, looking back at Shutdown is doing pretty damn well. He does have a bunch of Gruts coming up from behind him, trying to heal up as much as he can. He needs to stand still to be able to heal up faster. He did utilize the Gretchen Repair Squad, so that's why there's a bunch of Gretchens out there. It does deploy a bunch of Gretchens that were in there based on how much scrap you... oh, recalling Rocket Fist. Very nice. And now they're going to be able to repair it. No, he microed them to go do something else instead. So gotta heal up those units. We do have... You know what? Let's check out what army... Pops had, man, Pops had such a lead here. 2 Death Dread, a Luda. There's a Gretchen there. This Gretchen is building a Dockout here? Alright, let me tell you something. When as I was saying all this stuff and casting, what I would have done, the second I saw Beauty the Morkana, I would not have went and fought that. As a Shutdown, oh man. As Shutdown was moving up his forces, I would have backdoored it and pushed up here. But now Shutdown is focusing on his turret. There goes Wasmaka, orbital strike, orbital turret, and then I'm pretty sure Rocket Fist is going to be able to look. I know Rocket Fist does so much. Look at Rocket Fist. What health? What health? What health? There is no health. That turret was wiped. Beauty the Morkana is considered a support with all the bubbles, all the shields, but when Beauty the Morkana turns up, Beauty the Morkana does so much damage, and now Pops' turret is in danger. And here comes ORKS from Pops again. So that actually put him behind. And again, utilizing an ability that costs, you know, elite points. He's not going to be able to call in. I think he actually had enough there. Or was close to call in his Beauty the Morkana. Here comes the remaining forces for Pops. It is a bunch of Death Dreads. And they might actually clean up here. Wasmaka is trying to slow down one of them. And is he going to be able to pick this up as well? Oh, Beauty the Morkana does take a dive here, and the turret, I mean, the core is turned off. Goodbye, Beauty the Morkana. These Death Dreads are going to be able to hunt down Beauty, not Beauty, but Wasmaka. And the core finally did turn on. We need some units here, and here are some Tank Busters. out of shutdown. Shutdown is running back. Wasmaka trying to buy enough time. He's got to use his abilities. Put down a bunch of scrap here and then utilize the scrap turrets. Oh no, come on. You gotta kill off these guys so these tank bosses can run in freely, but they are already running in freely. This core is wide open. What is he building? He's building a bunch of tank bosses. I think he's gonna be able to get this. Wasmaka does take a dive here. These Death Dreads need to turn around. They are turning around. And now ORKS coming out of... Wait, whose ORKS is this now? Whose ORKS is this? I don't know who's ORKS. Oh, this is actually Pops again? So it must have been Pop. The first one must have been actually shutdowns. And these tank buses are moving about. There's so much health left on this. He's got a kite. He's just got a kite over and over. Storm boys do come out from Pops. Kite. He's got to move him back and shoot. Move him back and shoot. He's got to keep them alive as long as possible. They're almost done. They are going to get this core. However, they're going to get tied up in some melee. These Death Dreads are doing a hell of a job doing that. Oh no. They are going to be tied up in melee. There's one more squad left. He's got to get this rocket out. They are tied up. Might be the rocket. It's gonna get the comeback plan. Holy! Oh, I thought for a second he's gonna get turned around there. If he would have lost those tank buses, I don't think he would have been able to recover. Oh my god, my feet hurt. I was like in Indian style on my chair. Oh god. Whew, what a game. That was a hell of a mirror matchup. Oh man, that took... Whew, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sorry if I was yelling there at the end, but good god. That one last tank buster rocket. Anyways guys, GG, I'll see you all next time. I need some water.
Too sketchy.